What is up, Unfiltered Waters family? Welcome back. We have such a fun interview for you guys. Honestly, I was so excited because this was my first interview with a guest since coming back from maternity leave. So that was so fun. And it was the perfect person, one of the brightest stars in American swimming right now, Claire Weinstein. At just 18 years old, she's already an Olympian, a world champion, and a record breaker. At the Paris Games last summer, she anchored Team USA to a silver medal in the 4x200 freestyle relay. And this past summer at World Championships in Singapore, she bounced back from a tough start to grab bronze in the 200 freestyle and help her teammates set a new American record in the 4x200 freestyle relay, just solidifying herself as one of the most dangerous mid-distance freestylers that we have in the fields right now. She's about to head to Cal Berkeley and start the NC2A journey, and we're so excited for her. She, at the time of this interview, literally was leaving for college in 6 days.
Yeah. In between workouts, mind you.
Yes, in between doubles, after Worlds, about to leave for college. But I was just blown away by her maturity. I mean, she, as we mentioned in the interview, she has a really good amount of experience for someone who is 18 years old. But still, to hear from her what this summer was like and what they had to overcome and how she personally overcame it, the things she took away, I think is going to be really powerful for a lot of people to listen to.
Yeah, I think that's what you and I talked about when there was all this criticism and Worlds was happening. My only thought was like, let the athletes talk. You know, they're in it right now. They're at Worlds. They're obviously not able to do interviews. So I've really appreciated the people that have been willing to hop on so quickly after Worlds to just share the internal piece and what was going on for them and how hard it was. And so I think it really will paint the picture for people of just how hard it was for Team USA. But also just Claire as a human, like I loved how she talked about feeling like she was weird. Like I related to that because I feel weird sometimes. But I think that just that piece of just, hey, it's really hard when you're a newcomer anywhere. And that was probably my favorite part of the whole interview is just that humanity of we all go into a group and we're like, oh my God, are people going to like me? Are people weird? You know, I think aside from the swimming piece, which of course was fantastic, I think that will really help young swimmers or just young people hear that and feel enough.
Yes. I think if you have young athletes, this is like a must listen because you said the word relate and Claire could not be more relatable. Just so honest with her experience. And it's amazing to see. I can't wait for her future. I mean, there's like no telling what she's going to be capable of. I'm really excited for her to get to Cal. Selfishly. Yes. But I think she's going to just thrive there and just to see what the next 3 years plus are going to look like for her. She has so much ahead of her. So you guys are going to love this one. It is so much fun. Without further ado, here is Claire Weinstein. So as you guys can imagine, being 4 months postpartum, the one thing I have been focused on so much the last 4 months is getting as much quality sleep as I can possibly get. I am so thankful to Dream Recovery for all of their amazing products that have made that happen. The products I've been relying on the most have been the Performance Silk Sleep Mask, which my 20 to 30 minute power naps during the day, for anyone that knows me, are crucial. Having that sleep mask to block out all the light so I can quickly lie down while the girls are napping, recharge my battery, and wake up refreshed has been amazing. And then using the incredible blue light blocking glasses either during the day or at night right before bed makes it so easy to fall asleep. There are so many more products and I've been using all of them religiously during this postpartum period. And you guys can use code UNFILTERED30 for 30% off your entire order. What is better than prioritizing your sleep? Go and do it right now.
What's up, Unfiltered Waters family? I'm just popping in post-workout here to share my experience with taking IM8's Daily Ultimate Essentials Supplement. It has 92 essential nutrients. I can't say enough positive things. Better sleep for sure, more energy, sharper mental performance, as well as a healthier gut. And don't take my word for it, it's been founded and created by Mayo Clinic experts as well as NASA, co-founded by David Beckham, and it's also NSF certified, which means it's been third-party tested. So swimmers, athletes, you're guaranteed that it's completely clean and safe to take. And I have to say, I think the biggest impact for me has been I've been able to do this consistently because I pop it in here, I shake it up, whether I'm on the go, whether I'm on the plane, whether I'm in the pool. It's really, really easy for me to take and make sure that I'm consistent. I've noticed a huge difference in my energy levels as well as my recovery. So you know the drill, Unfiltered Waters family. Do code Unfiltered for 10% off your order. Drink up. Claire Weinstein, welcome to Unfiltered Waters.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad this worked out. And I have to know, did you jump on the Hawaii train like everybody else, or have you been elsewhere?
No, I did not. I actually met my team in California because the rest of the people in my group were going to nationals, and I kind of went and just like messed around a little bit. I was entered in the meet, but all I did was time trial of 50, and like they threw me on like one of the relays, but that was super fun. And like after the meet, I got my Olympic tattoo, so that was really fun too.
Oh, wait, get closer,
Um,
get closer.
I
Oh,
can't see
it's
myself, but like hopefully you could
perfect.
see that.
Yeah,
No,
it looks
it's
great.
amazing. I
Oh,
love
thank you so
it.
much. I know, I
That's so
really like it
exciting.
too.
Are you going to be one of those? This was me. I'll preface. Where is the Olympic tat, and that's the only one, or is this the start of a tattoo journey for you?
I don't think I'd ever get another
One.
tattoo,
Yeah.
honestly, unless I put like Paris and like if I made another Olympic team like added to it. But I think this is probably my one and only. That's why I wanted to wait and like make sure I was like 100% sure about it
Yeah.
because I don't think I'd ever get another one.
How long did it take for you to select the placement?
Um, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, when I was younger, I always loved like the idea of it being on my wrist. I think it's because like Reagan Smith had it on her wrist, and I looked up to her because she's like amazing,
Because
obviously.
she's
Like
Regan Smith.
before yeah, because she's Reagan Smith. Like I loved her even before like I knew her as a person. So I always wanted it on my wrist, but I don't know. Like I feel like recently a lot more people have been getting it on their arm, and I really like that. Like a lot of people have been getting it like big over here, but I kind of like the idea of like a little like dainty tattoo. So
Yeah.
I
I
love
decided for
it.
like a little bit small on the edge of my arm, but yeah.
It's like perfect size, perfect placement. You nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
And I
you.
think it's so funny that you came back literally off of Worlds and went to another swim meet just for
I
fun. Like that,
know.
that's the
Yeah, no, it
cutest
was
thing.
yeah, it was really interesting, but it was really nice to see like my other teammates race and like
For
support them
sure.
too. So,
I
How
know.
was the 50? How'd you do? How's your speed?
I dropped, but I went under 26 for the first time, which was fun, but
That's
I wanted to do better
awesome.
because we did this set at OTC and it was like 1050s off the blocks. I think it was probably on like 3 minutes or something, but on the 10th one, I like dove a 25.5, and that's a trials cut. So I really wanted to just like get the trials cut to like prove to myself that I could. But I didn't. I went like 25.8, I think, at the swim
Hey,
meet.
girl, you got time.
In
Yeah, I know. It
25.8 in the
was
middle of the night. I mean, for you probably at that
yeah,
point,
it was
right?
on like a 14-hour time difference. I was like, okay, I'm like maybe I'll take it.
I will never forget after Worlds in 2011,
Yep.
we were in Shanghai and so many of us came back to, was it at
It was
Stanford?
at Stanford, yeah.
Yep, Stanford to swim nationals. And Claire, when I tell you,
So
all of
tired.
us were like walking, swimming zombies. Like we, I
Yeah,
remember waking up from naps and being like, I didn't know my own name.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was. And I was
It's
like, I have to
awful.
go
exactly.
swim right now. Like, so I love that you
Yeah.
had a good experience with that and that it was fun for you.
Yeah, no, I was definitely taking the more like leisure route. Bella had like
Good.
a full schedule,
I
and
saw
I don't know how she
that.
did that and still like did really good, but I was just like not like I did the 100 leading off the relay. It was not a good sight to see. Like I died so badly, and I was like, all right, like I think I'm gonna have to stick to the 50 at this meet.
Yeah. Are you taking time off now?
I took like 3 days because I got my tattoo. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't really like this is like a hot take, I think, but I hate taking breaks from swimming. I don't know. I feel like it
No, I get
stresses me
that.
out more.
Yeah.
Like, even if I'm not like training hard, like I just like I like to keep in the water and just like keeping the feel for the water. So, I don't know. It's just like my personal preference, I guess.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And it's hard for people that aren't swimmers to understand how quickly you lose your feel for the water. It's honestly infuriating.
It's not fair.
Yeah,
It's not fair.
And there's
I know.
nothing that you can do like outside of the water that really replicates what you're doing in the water. So I completely
Exactly.
understand. Like there's the time off is like when you need it, like and you take it the first couple days you get back in, you're like, oh man, was it worth it?
I mean, think
Yeah.
about it. It's like runners. They're getting back into it by just walking around and existing in the world. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Like
that's so valid. I never thought about it that way.
like they just get to like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm just swimming slow, but for them it's just walking around and going to Publix.
Yeah, they're
That
just
was the
dabbling
listen-
back
that
in.
was
That's
it.
so I never thought about it that way. That's such an interesting way to think about it.
Does
But
it
yeah, you're
infuriate
so
you
right.
like me?
No, well, honestly, I am a little jealous of that because, like, even if I don't know, I feel like most people take breaks so they don't have to like get wet or like get in the chlorine every day. But there's no way to like stay like, or there's no way to keep the feel for the water without like actually being in the water.
Yeah,
Correct.
100%. Well,
Yeah.
we are going to get straight into it. Obviously, you are coming off of an amazing world championships, and there's been so much flying around, and we've been having so many different conversations. Just Katie had an amazing conversation with Bobby that just came out a couple weeks ago, and it's been so wonderful to hear from the athletes themselves what you guys are willing to share because you guys went through a lot. And I think
Yeah.
there was some very unexpected roadblocks that you guys were faced with. And especially, Claire, for someone like you that does already have so much experience for how young you are, but to also, still be at the start of what's going to be an amazing career for you. I'm sure that this whole experience, you just learned so much. So whatever you are willing to take us to Singapore. I mean, you can start in Thailand, you can start with training trip, but really just maybe walk us through what this summer has been like for you.
Yeah, no, it kind of has been like a roller coaster. I've been like honestly like living out of a suitcase for the past couple months because right before nationals we were at OTC for like a month and then we basically went straight to nationals then went right back to OTC again for
Oh my
almost it
gosh.
was like a little bit less than a month the second time. So it's been kind of a roller coaster, but yeah, Thailand like it was interesting. I think we all know by now that like most of us got ended up getting sick there, but it kind of is like really unfortunate because the camp really was going so well until it wasn't. Like it was one of like the best camps that I like have been to. I think everybody was so hype. Everybody was putting in like such good work. Like it was amazing because everything was like right there. Like we just like walked a couple steps and we're at the pool. Then we walked another couple steps. You were at like the meal thing, and there are a bunch of like cute cafes on campus and everything. So I think it really was unfortunate what happened, but yeah, I ended up getting sick. I think it was like 3 days before we left. I was one of the first people. I wasn't like the very first like group of people that got sick, but I came like a couple hours later and it definitely was interesting. I think like it came out like almost right away that it was food poisoning, but I think like most people like have gathered that it was not food poisoning and
Yeah.
I don't know. It just it was like again, it was like super unfortunate and I like had a really hard time coping with it because I like specifically like felt that I had so much like momentum going into this meet
Yes.
and I felt like it was gonna be like my meet, like I was gonna be ready to go. Like the way I was training was like the best I ever have and like my nationals, like I did really good and I wasn't fully tapered at all for that meet and Ron told me going in and he was like he told me trials I'm not going to be fully rested because he had faith that I was going to make the team in the events that I wanted to without going fully down so that I would hit like right on for Worlds. So it was really unfortunate and uh I don't know. It's hard to like think about it in a good way, honestly. It's taken me like a while to kind of accept it because I really do get sick before like every big meet that I have.
Mm.
And I thought that like I thought that finally I was gonna be like good going into this one, but it's okay. I still dropped in my fifth in my 200 free, so I took that as a win, but I don't know. It was really hard to get through because like a lot of us felt as though like swimming was like making us go backwards. Like even when we got in, like we were so low on energy from like not eating and being like run down from being sick that like every time we swam, it was almost like you got more sick. So it
Mm,
was so hard to balance that. And then on top of that, all of us were kind of stressed that like the meet was starting and like I specifically was swimming on the very first day. Like there were some people that got sick that were swimming on like day 6 and they were like almost 100 or not almost 100, maybe almost like 70% by the time the race came around. But yeah, I was upset that I had to scratch the four free, but I knew that if I swam the four free, I probably would be so like run down after that that it would be hard to like do the two free, like come back and do the three 200 freestyles. So I had to make that decision. That was really hard because I really wanted to go under 4 minutes in the 400 freestyle because I went 4 minutes double O at trials. But you know, there's nothing I could do about it. Like we learned a lot from the experience, and it was definitely a bonding experience for all of us. That's for
I
sure because we're trauma bonded for life now. I think that group of us, like,
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh,
know.
Claire, yeah, talk to us about you just said that you can't even take off 3 days after a big meet, right? You love being in the water. So I feel like for you, it was almost 100x harder, specifically emotionally, mentally. What were you telling yourself in those 3 days leading up to getting to Singapore? And then talk us through the decision with Coach Ron, with the USA Swimming coaches to pull out of an event. Because I can't even imagine doing that just mentally.
Yeah, it was a big struggle at first, honestly. I was in the group that had to stay a day later in Thailand because I was not well enough to get on a plane. And even ended up leaving on Thursday. And even then, I like woke up and felt so bad. And I was like, I am not staying here next day. Like, I have to get to Singapore. And I mean, there were a couple decisions that I thought like could have been planned out a little bit better. Like we had like our whole travel day to Singapore and then we went straight to the pool, which like by the time like I got to the pool, I was like so down bad. Like I had zero energy left. Cause usually like as I was getting better, like I had like little spurts of energy and then I would kind of crash again and like feel sick and like it was kind of like a cycle of that. So by the time like we got like off the flight, like we spent like that like I think it was like 5 hours that it took us to get there. The flight was only like two, but like by the time like you get to the airport, fly, like get all your stuff, get on the bus, I got to the pool and it was not good. Like I felt so bad and I think I did like an 800 and like the 800 that I did, it was a struggle. Like I stopped at every 50, like I couldn't do a flip turn. And I think this was like 3 days before I was supposed to race for the first time. So, it was definitely a struggle, but it did get better each day. But I think also the thing that was really hard to manage was that I was like trying to like get back into swimming, but I couldn't really push myself at all because anytime I would push myself, I would just get so like tired and I would feel like I was going backwards again. And I think that's a lot of what like everybody was balancing was trying to get like your fast stuff in because you're not going to be able to race if your body doesn't remember how to like do those fast things. But like every time I did a fast thing, it would take so much out of me. So like I was kind of just doing like loosen up swims like the 2 days that we were there before the meet was supposed to start and then I think it was like a day out from the race and my coach Ron was like okay you're gonna do pace today and if you can't like hit your 400 pace then you probably shouldn't do the 400 because at this point like I hadn't done anything fast. I think I did like a 400 like build or like descend with my snorkel on and I think I went like 530. So it was definitely really interesting. And so I honestly at that point had like no faith that I was gonna even like come close to hitting my pace. But I ended up doing a 150 at 80%, a 190%, and a 50 at 100%. And it went much better than I thought it was gonna go. So I was like, all right, like maybe there's hope here. I did have a tech suit on too, but I did pretty good. I surprised myself, but after that, I felt like I just like swam like a 10K. Like I was
Yeah.
so like I was going backwards again, and I really wanted to do the 400. And obviously, like Coach Ron, like he 100%, like he was like, it's up to you. Like I don't want to tell you what to do. I know whatever decision you make is going to be the right decision. That's what he told me. That's what my mom told me. And so their support meant a lot. So in the end, I kind of knew that I had to like pick and choose my battles at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And if I swam the 400, even if I like gave it 100%, and like was like up there, my 100% like at that point probably wouldn't have been enough to medal. And I think I made the right decision in the end because it was a really fast 400. And like if I was 100% healthy, like I think I probably would have been up there in the fight, but I don't think I would have on that day. So I decided to like save it for the 200, which ended up being a good decision because I think the 200 was like the perfect distance because I don't know, I just felt as though like by the time I got to the end of the meet, like I had no endurance left because I hadn't been swimming practices in like 2 weeks at that point. So I was kind of just doing loosen ups, but yeah, it was a really hard decision to pull out of the 400 freestyle, especially, and it felt so weird. Like I felt so guilty, even though like it was such like a special circumstance. Like you should feel no guilt for like choosing your health. Um, but it was very weird because I've only ever made the team in one event before, and this year I made the 200, the 400, and the 800. So it was a really weird feeling, like having to like pull out of an event because I was so excited to have a full lineup this year. But it's okay. I'm at peace with it now, and yeah, there'll be other opportunities.
There will be many other opportunities. And Claire, I really
Hmm.
have to commend you because that was a decision that you made with maturity beyond your years. Like for you to
Thank
kind of
you.
take a step back and look at the big picture of, okay, I know myself well enough, which again is hard no matter how long you've been swimming, to be like, okay, I really think that this is the best decision. And look at how that turned out. I mean, getting on the podium in the 200, your 200 free was absolutely incredible. Your split in the 4x200 freestyle relay was incredible, and you shined in that. And so my question for you is, as you're walking behind the blocks for your final in the 200 free, I feel like we talk all the time about how confidence comes from preparation.
Yeah.
With your preparation looking so different and having been thrown so off course, what was giving you confidence in that moment as you were getting ready to swim that 200 free final?
Yeah, honestly, just the fact that I had like two other 200 frees that I made it through was kind of helping in that moment. Like I went my best time in the
As
semifinal and
you
I thought I
looked
had,
so good in the semifinal, I was
oh,
like,
thank you
oh,
so
they're in
much.
Yeah.
trouble.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And I thought like at that night of the semifinal, like I had more to give. Like I could have swam a better race than that. So I think that was most of my confidence, most of where my confidence came from for the final is
Yeah.
that I went a PB in the semifinal and like I felt as though like I could go faster. So that's kind of what I brought with me. But yeah.
Yeah.
What do you now having time to process? What do you take away from the meet as your most proud moment?
Um, that's a good question. Sorry. Let me think. I think honestly, I've struggled in the past with like doubting myself a lot, even when I have put in like the work and do have the training behind me. And I think just getting up and like swimming after like everything that we've been through and because like genuinely, like 2 days out from the meet, I did not even think I was gonna be like swimming in the meet. So to go a PB in the 200 freestyle was really special to me. Obviously, going into the meet, I had like higher goals than just going like a best time by like point 0.2. But I think in the end, like when I look at like the bigger picture, like it was pretty special for me. And I think that's the moment that I'm most proud of is just like getting up there and racing like I have prepared in the best way because I did prepare the best I could under the circumstances that we were in.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The 4x200 freestyle relay was always one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
same.
There's
Same.
something about like having to do a whole 200 and like being back and like watching it unfold as the other three, and like you're watching for a full like almost 2 minutes. Like, what were you guys saying to each other in the ready room? Because I know that you guys have really high pressure and high expectations for yourself for that relay. So what were you guys saying to each other as a team before you guys stepped out for that relay?
Yeah, we were so hype. I mean, Anna had like an amazing split in the
She did
morning,
so
so
great.
she was ready to go. I just had gone to 154, so I was like, okay, this is gonna be really. And Katie obviously is always amazing on the relay, so we knew that it was gonna be a pretty good relay. They had a very tough decision for who was gonna be at night because Erin was actually throwing up the day before. She had just, like, it had just hit her. So she swam lights out. I don't know how she did that. Like, something, the dog came out in her or something, because I was like, a holy, like, a 156 after that was insane. But I think, we were all just trying to keep, like the mood like uplifting and like we can do this, like we got this. And that was kind of the theme of the whole meet for USA, is just like keeping a positive mindset, like never giving up, like you never know what's gonna happen. So I think that's we kind of went into the race just trying to stay positive and like believing in ourselves, because yeah, the 4x2 is always super fun, and I think we had a really good group of girls too, so
Yeah, it was amazing.
Can we go back for a second just to the training camp of just some positive vibes? Because up until those 3 days out, you guys look like you were having the best time of your freaking lives. So can you share any of your favorite moments from camp before the roller coaster started happening?
Yeah, the camp was honestly amazing until that happened. There was this really cute cafe like right next to the pool, and we were all getting these iced lattes every single day. It had amazing coffee, like amazing iced coffee. So that was definitely a really good memory, and I really enjoyed the tech suit practice that we all did
Heard
because they
about
kind of
this.
set it up like a swim meet. Like there was a whole like event schedule and like who was racing who and like what kind of broken thing they were doing, or like if they were doing a set. So that was really fun. And also there was like they split it up, like almost like half the people did a tech suit practice Saturday afternoon, and then half the people, I guess a lot of like the Texas group people did their tech suit practice Sunday morning. So like Saturday afternoon, like there was a big group of people like pretending to be like the stands, like cheering you on,
Oh,
and then we did the same on Sunday. So that was a really special moment too, because just watching everybody swim so fast, we were all like, okay, like we're all gonna swim lights out at Worlds, like it's gonna be amazing. And literally the next day was when we all started to get sick. So, yeah, but it was really amazing. I felt like this year, I think a lot of people felt like this, but this year, like we had such an amazing group of people. Like I think we all meshed really well, and even like the staff was just amazing this year. They were all super like uplifting and positive, and I don't know. It was just like again, like I keep saying unfortunate, but it was going so well until it wasn't. Until we just like got hit with that. But
Yeah.
yeah, there were definitely a lot of fun moments that we had there.
That's awesome. And I think the fun thing too for people that are following that aren't as into swimming is just so you guys are aware for like what it looks like the next 3 years. Correct me if I mess any of this up. Is that
a lot.
there's not a trial meet next summer. They're going to
Yep.
pull from the roster of this World Championship team that will compete at the Pan
And
Pacific
nationals.
Championship. Yes.
That's the crazy part.
And so the roster is going to be similar to the team that was all together. And I think that's one of the really cool things is that you guys kind of had this bonding. It may have been traumatic, but
Trauma
a
bond.
bonding experience. And then you almost get to have like a second chance in a way, or like a way to continue growing this bond that you guys already have, which I think when you have a team, which normally it is the year after the Olympics, that has a lot of new members on it, it's just such a great opportunity for you guys to continue to get to know each other better. So I'm really excited for you guys for next summer too, to hear just how fast everyone was and just to see what's still to come. Like that makes me so excited.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it almost was a tease for you guys, but I mean, the positive is it's there. Like, it's there. When you guys are healthy, you guys are lighting it up. And I mean, it just makes me, like you said, pumped for next year because the world has not truly seen what Team USA has in the tank. So watch out.
Here we come.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. And like a domestic like swimming, I think is going to be really
Yeah.
beneficial for us too. I think everybody's going to be swimming really fast. And also I'm hyped because I'm pretty sure Worlds the year before the Olympics in 2027 is in Budapest and I love
Yeah.
swimming in Budapest so much. So the next 2 years, like I think it'll make up for what happened this year.
Good,
Yeah.
good. We're
Yeah.
so excited for you. Before we
Mhm.
keep going forward, we want to go back a little bit and just talk about Paris and really
Mhm.
what that experience was like for you getting a silver on the 4x200 freestyle relay. You mentioned that you were really excited this summer about having kind of a full schedule with the 200, 400, and 800. But how was Paris as an experience for you? And what do you feel like you took away from that Olympic Games that really helped you this past year leading up to Worlds?
Yeah, I loved Paris so much. It was such an amazing experience and it was so eye-opening, like seeing all the athletes just like preparing for like whatever sport they played and everything and just like walking around the village and seeing like literally being in the presence of greatness like
Yeah.
24/7 was like absolutely insane. Especially like Team USA like as a whole, like they did amazing and yeah, I think the thing that like one big thing that I learned from the Olympics was really to not let the little things affect you because at the Olympics there's so many things that are out of your control. So many things that are not planned by USA, it's planned by the Olympic Committee and you can't really control it, like the late buses or like the food situation that was kind of bad last year or this, that, and the other. And I think it taught me how to persevere because a lot of the times in the past I've had issues with kind of coming across a little roadblock or like an inconvenience and letting it affect me like way too much and kind of letting it throw me off a little bit. And I think something that I did really well in Paris was just like not letting outside factors that I couldn't control affect me and just finding solutions instead of like getting upset or letting it stress me out. So.
Probably helped a lot here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
no,
Singapore, you were
100%.
primed
This is the
a little
roadblock
bit.
of all roadblocks.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
mountain in the middle of the road. Like, something I want to talk about, Claire, and Missy and I were both at this meet. I feel like I almost view it as your breakout, but I think for young athletes, I mean, you were a young athlete when this happened, but
You're still a young
you're still a
athlete.
young athlete. But when you raced Katie Ledecky at Indy, and this was 2023, and I remember seeing you get your hand on the wall first, and I know, just like Reagan, Katie is an idol to all of us. How do you get in the mindset when you're in the race with your idol to then beat them, touch them out, and win the race?
That's a good question. I think when I'm racing, I'm the kind of person that gets super nervous. And one thing that helps me is that I just like to pretend that I'm the only one there, like there's nobody watching and just I'm racing a bunch of like random people that I don't know. It's just like I don't know a single person in the pool. I'm just there and I'm racing. 'Cause I love racing. I love the thrill and like the energy rush that you get when you're in a race. And I used to get super nervous and psych myself out when I was racing, feeling like, oh my God, like they're better than me, like, or I shouldn't be ahead of them at this point, or I shouldn't be behind them at this point. And I think, just like swimming my own race, and focusing on that has really helped. But Katie, I've looked up to her since I was like, I don't even know how old. Like ever since like I started swimming, I think I've known who Katie Ledecky was. Just like I've always watched her on the Olympics. Like she's absolutely amazing. She's an icon. And so the fact that I even like get to be on a team with her now and get to be like just like firsthand, I guess, inspired by her is just amazing because anytime she swims, I'm just in awe, like every single time. Like her 800 at Worlds this year was absolutely insane. Like I almost started crying like when I was watching that race. I'm not even joking, but just to like swim against her is an honor, honestly. So I don't even really like think about it that much, but yeah, I just try and go in and race whoever is there and do my best, I guess.
It's like the swim version of public speaking where you're supposed to picture everybody naked. You just picture everybody as random people. Like that's the swim
Exactly.
version.
I
Yeah.
pretend like there's no one in the stands.
Yeah.
Like when I walk out for my races, I don't look up at all because, like, I don't know. I should probably start like dabbling into that just so if I ever do look up accidentally, I don't like freak myself out. But I like to be like locked in. Yeah.
No, it's all about finding what works for you. And it sounds like
Yeah.
you've really started dialing that in. And honestly, Claire, you remind me so much of myself because I'm listening to you talk and I'm like, I felt exactly the same way. Like, how cool is it that we got to grow up watching our idols and then all of a sudden we're on teams with them and we're
I
swimming
know.
in relays with them and they become our friends. Like it's just the wildest trajectory. And the cool thing about that too is you may not even realize it, but now you are stepping into the role of inspiration and idol. And there's a little girl out there that's like one day she's going to have the same experience where she's going to have looked up to you her whole swimming career. And the next thing you know, she's going to be on the team and on a relay with you. And I just think it's so beautiful how that kind of cycle works within our sport.
I know. It's honestly, it's so surreal because I mean, I made my first international team when I was 15, like the year after the Olympics. So like I remember vividly like watching the Tokyo Olympics at home, like watching all of Team USA. So I think it was so insane just like being on a team with like most of those people the next year. But yeah, it's just like it's been amazing.
Was there ever a moment where you felt, especially that young, where you were like, "Oh my gosh, am I really here? Like did this really happen?" Or did you always kind of have the confidence of, "Yeah, no, I'm here. I've earned it. I deserve to be here."
Yeah, I mean, I had a little bit of imposter syndrome I'd say the first 2 years in Budapest and in Fukuoka, which I look back and I'm like, I don't even know why. Like, everybody on that team, like, deserves their spot on the team. They made it fair and square. They fought basically to the death at trials and, like, made it
Yep.
on the team. Like, you earn your spot fair and square when you're a part of Team USA. And so, I don't really know why. I think also it had to do with the fact that I was pretty young.
Of course.
And like I was very, very shy, I think, when I was like 15 and 16 and didn't really talk to people unless like they came up and talked to me. Like I didn't really initiate anything. And I'm definitely like better about it now. Like now I'm friends with most of the people on the team, but I did struggle a lot with like not feeling like I fit in or not feeling like I deserved my spot. But I definitely don't feel like that anymore, thankfully.
Okay.
Do you feel like it's just time? Like, is there any other solution than time to avoid imposter syndrome?
Yeah, I think it's just like gaining experience,
Yeah.
maybe, which like I don't know. But and it's also something that like the older girls talk about. Like I remember in Budapest we were having like a women's meeting and like Leah Smith, I'm pretty sure she was a captain that year and she stood up and was like, I just want like all the younger girls to know like it's normal to feel like out of place, but everybody earned their spot and like basically what I just said. And I was like, oh, like, because I never said it, but like I did kind of feel like I didn't belong a little bit. So it was really special hearing her say that. And I think that's also a special thing, having like the captains on Team USA like lead you a little bit more. And that was definitely helpful in like my first couple trips where I didn't really know what I was doing.
Because the captains have been there too.
Yeah.
And they felt the same way. So that's kind of their job is to step in and be like, we know how you're feeling because we've been in your spot and this is how we handled it. And if you yourself could go back to 2022 Claire and tell her one thing on those trips, what would you tell her?
Um, I would probably say like just be more social, honestly. Like I think my one thing is
Make
like I
friends.
genuinely I was so shy the first 2 years. Like I mean I don't think anything would have changed, but I was so scared to talk to people and I just look back and I'm like I don't think like I think I was scared that people would like think I was like weird or like anything else. And I was like, I look back on, it, I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I think I would have been fine if I talked to more people. But yeah, it's okay now.
Also, weird is awesome.
Yeah.
I
Let's just
know, yeah,
just
no,
say
now,
that.
now I've just like now I've accepted that I'm weird, so
You
it's just
fully
like
embrace it here.
so yeah, so it's much easier once you accept it.
Way easier.
I truly do not know what my family and I would have done without our endless pool this summer. You guys, we have been in our endless pool every single day. It's the first thing Caitlin asks to do when she wakes up in the morning and every single night before we go to bed. We've had the baby in there with us, and it has honestly been so special watching our 3-year-old grow, and not only her comfort in the water, but her amazing skill level as well. And I truly attribute that to just how much time we are able to spend in the water with our endless pool. We were able to design the pool exactly how we wanted it. We have it right outside in our backyard, so the access to it couldn't be easier. It fits in perfectly with our home. And I am so excited that we have a pool that we can use for our training to get great workouts in when the girls are sleeping or just as family fun activity time together. It's so wonderful, and we've got an amazing code for you guys. It truly fits into any stage of life that you are in. You can use code Unfiltered for $1,000 off your endless pool. So go to their website, check out the amazing options that they have, the millions of ways that you can customize it, and get started on your endless pool today.
Well, speaking of friends, I feel like, so we've had Katie on, we've had Bella on, and I always have to ask the question because I have such an admiration for Sandpipers, the culture, how insanely hard you guys work. But can you talk about the culture from your perspective and just the friendship with Katie and Bella and them moving away?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love being on Sandpiper so much. Like, it was crazy moving here, like, so young. When I think about it, I kind of like feel like I was like a little bit insane. Obviously, I think I made the right decision,
And
but
that was right
um,
after Olympic trials when you qualified at 13, right? Is that correct?
I was 14. It was right,
Okay.
yeah, it was right after trials, but I qualified at 13, and then I swam at trials when I was 14. I think I moved to Sandpipers like about a month later. It was like
Perfect.
the end of September, I think. So like 2 months
Okay.
later. Um, but yeah, I loved it so much. Like I love training with Bella and Katie every day, and we just have such a good group. Everybody's just like committed to working hard every day, and like the mindset is just like amazing. Like it, everybody like makes it easy to work hard here, and I honestly feel bad. Like I know a lot of club swimmers struggle with like the people on their team like not having the same goals as them or like not being as motivated. So I think that's a big thing on Sandpipers is that like everybody wants to get better and everybody's like there putting in the work and like choosing to be there. And obviously it's amazing. I get like some of my best friends out of it. It was really sad this year when both Katie and Bella were gone, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it like pushed me on different levels because I had to kind of reach further and like race the boys more because I didn't have like Bella and Katie pushing me. But yeah,
It's hard when friends move away.
It's so hard. It's also
yeah.
so fun to race the boys and try to beat up on them. Do you experience
Yeah, no,
that?
I definitely I would bicker with them a lot this year and clown on them if they like let me beat them for sure. But yeah.
It's really a lose-lose situation for them, right? Because if
Yeah.
they
No,
win, you're
exactly.
like, obviously you're a boy. But if you beat them, you're like, what's up? A girl just beat you, so feel good about
Exactly.
that.
No, exactly. That was definitely entertaining at practice, just messing with them.
Yes, yes.
And speaking of great teammates as well, you have some exciting things coming up in the future. So now we've talked all about the past, and we know that you have committed to Cal and you're heading toward the NC2A. Talk to us a little bit about what the future holds for Claire Weinstein.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I think I leave for college in like 6 days, so it's coming
Holy
up pretty soon.
gosh.
Yeah, it's so excited. I'm so nervous, but so excited. I haven't really like accepted it fully, like or not accepted it, but it's like the whole summer, like my goal was like worlds and like I was trying not to like worry about anything after that. So now that like worlds is over, like it's just like such a weird feeling. I'm like it came so quickly. Like 2 years ago I committed and I was like I'm not gonna be there for like another 2 years. Like it's been so long and now it's like here and I'm like oh my God. But I'm so excited. Like I'm really sad to leave Sandpipers honestly and I'm still gonna maintain like my close relationship with Coach Ron and
Of
everything, but
course.
I'm really excited to like train with a college team and live in California and just make some new friends and everything.
What are
It's
you
exciting for you.
most nervous for, and what are you most excited for?
I think I'm most nervous for like in-person school, honestly. I'm kind of scared because I know Berkeley has like some rigorous academics. And I've been online school
Yeah.
for 4 years, so I mean, my online school, like it was pretty hard too. I had a lot of work, but I think balancing like school and swimming will probably be like the thing that's gonna be like most difficult for me, which I think it's pretty difficult for like the average like athlete going to college. So I hopefully I'll figure it out. But I think the thing I'm most excited for is probably just to like join a new team and like have
Mm.
a new set of teammates and like new friends. And I mean, there's always like a big group of Cal people on the World Trips, and I think that's really special too. Is like this year there was like a bunch of the guys that made it, and I've been able to get to know them and become close with them. So I'm not going in blind, which is super special too.
Yeah.
I already have relationships with like the coaches and like a bunch of people on the team, so I think that's really special too.
It's amazing. And that's going to help the transition so much
Mhm.
too. Like having that kind of repertoire with them already. And obviously, you're in such great hands with Coach Dave and the amazing coaching staff that he has out there. And the training group is just going to be unbelievable. So, obviously, as a fellow Cal Bear,
say, do you have any
I'm
advice?
very excited for you.
Yeah.
Number one piece of advice I hope you did. Did you, I mean, since it was 2 years ago, did you take a recruiting trip there?
Yeah, I took an
Okay.
unofficial trip. It was really quick. But yeah, I did take one.
Did you go to Yogurt Park?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
that's your first stop.
Okay.
It is
Once I move
absolutely
in,
nothing
that'll be the
special,
first place I go.
but it is just this little like frozen yogurt spot and it is
Oh,
so good and it's just like
okay.
there's just something about it that like every time I go to Berkeley, I have to go to Yogurt Park. It's my favorite. The advice I will give is something unexpected is not the classes will be hard. It's the walking to the classes that will also be very hard.
Oh no,
Okay.
why?
Berkeley is so hilly. And so you get out of practice and you're toasted. And then next thing you know, you have like an uphill incline walk to your class.
Oh
And you're
no.
just like, why?
Oh, that's. Can you use scooters nowadays?
That's a great question. I don't know if you can do scooters like on the actual campus. Yes. Yeah. But it is beautiful. I know so much has changed since I've been. I was able to go back, I think actually last year. So I was able to see some of the changes, but I'm so excited for you. And
Yeah.
the other piece of advice I will say is give yourself grace the first semester. Like I was someone who always put a ton of pressure on myself, obviously athletically, but also academically. And when you're entering into a new environment where literally everything is new, the team, the coaching, the training, and then the school, the teachers, the class load, like all of that, it's like anything. It takes a little bit of time to adjust and figure it out, but you will be amazed at how quickly you're able to kind of catch on and figure it out. But that first semester, just give yourself some grace. And even by your second semester, freshman year, you'll be like, okay, I think I've got a better feel for this. But I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm so excited too. And honestly, I've had like a lot of help like since I know like a bunch of the guys kind of already. They like I've talked to some of them. They've told me they've given me like guidance on like the best classes to take and
Oh,
Good.
like
nice.
some advice on like certain things. And I think that'll also be really helpful just having like those connections. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like I'm nervous to do like the in-person school again, but I'm so excited to do it too. Like I loved going into school, so I'm very excited.
You should be. You have so much to look forward to.
I
I'm
know.
so
Wait,
happy for
final
you.
question.
Yeah.
Do you have like your dorm room and like out like everything that you need decor wise picked out?
No.
Oh
My
no.
mom has been kind of like dorm shopping for me all summer because I've just been like putting
Right.
like all college stuff off. She got like the minimal stuff, I think like bed sheets, like storage stuff.
You don't need much.
Um,
The dorms
yeah,
are
I think
not.
yeah, I
I
think
don't
well,
know.
yeah, I think me and my roommate we're gonna kind of decide like the vibe once we
Nice.
get there. We're both kind of simple people. I'm rooming with Tegan Odell, but
Oh.
Awesome.
yeah, we're both like pretty simple people, I think. So we'll probably decide what it's gonna look like once we get there.
Nice.
That's perfect. It'll be so fun. All right, my girl. Well, let's head into our rapid fire section. So, this is kind of our fun, hot seat, totally random, help to get to know you better questions. First one, super easy. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I'd say night owl.
Really?
Yeah,
What
I
time do you go
mean,
to bed?
I like waking up early and being productive, but I definitely am more productive at night.
Oh, I
Huh.
can't imagine. The
Yeah.
second the sun goes down, I'm like, I'm out. Like, I can
Yeah.
do nothing.
I
No,
think
that's
I'm a
valid.
mix. I think I'm a mix of the two.
You are a mix.
Yeah, I would say too, it would like depend on the day because I love like going to bed at like 8 p.m. and just getting a great night's sleep, but I also enjoy like staying up late like at some on some days.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. What is your serial killer trait?
Oh, that is a good question. Hold on, let me think about that. Um, Probably that I like watching like true crime documentaries. Like I'd
Oh,
say that.
I could never. I
Maybe
would
that's a
never
serial
sleep.
killer trait.
I would never sleep.
You know, if you like that, so I randomly picked up this book. It's a New York Times bestseller. It's called Sociopath. And it is if you like true crime, it is the most interesting book. It's by the sociopath. And she talks
Oh,
about like
really?
stabbing people at 11 with a pencil and how it relieves pressure in her head. And I could go off for, I'm going to stop talking now about it because I'm so passionate about it. But like,
Yeah.
go get the book if you like
Okay,
that.
I need to look into that because yeah,
My
I love watching
anxiety
true
was
crime stuff.
not made for true crime. I will tell you that much right now.
What's your favorite show?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I'm putting you on the
I don't
spot.
know.
I'm putting you
I
on the
don't know if
spot.
I could choose one, but
Okay.
yeah.
You're
I
like
mean,
an
some
array
are
of
like
crime.
it's hard to get through some of like the gory ones, but just
Oof.
like so, I just love like I don't know. I find it interesting, and especially
Yeah.
the ones that are really well like put together and like that give you the perspectives on kind of like all of the people involved and stuff. Like I like watching stuff like that.
It makes you feel so normal, doesn't it? You're like, God,
Yes,
my problems are
definitely.
nothing compared to this person wanting to stab someone in the back. You
You
know?
guys are
No,
actually kind of
exactly.
selling this. You're getting me a little interested.
She's gonna start watching true crime after this.
Yeah, and then I'll be calling you at 2 in the morning, like, Claire, I can't sleep. All right. If you could have dinner with any athlete, living or past, who would it be?
Um, hmm. Um, that's a great question. Um, hmm. Maybe Michael Jordan. I feel like that would be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be a
Just like,
great one. You could
just
not go
like for,
wrong with that.
I know, for no specific reason. I just feel like he's just like an icon. I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah. Who would you do?
Oh my God. Sometimes when you ask this question, I'm like, thank God I'm not answering it because it'd be hard to think of. I feel like so I'm trying to think of like back in the day icons like Tracy. I've always like Tracy Hawkins is a huge
Yeah.
one for me. Like I just always
Be
idolized
amazing.
her. Yeah.
Love that.
You have to answer as well.
Do I? Mine is the same as our dream podcast guest.
Oh,
It'd
Alona
be
Mar.
Alona Mar.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just feel like that would be the most fun dinner of all time.
That actually all right, I'm switching. I'm switching years. I'm coffee.
Well, you can come to our dinner.
Okay, perfect.
3-person dinner.
Yeah. Okay. So talk to us about your most recent Lububu win, and is it more exciting than your tuna free bronze?
I mean, it's like hard to choose between the two. I'd say I was very happy when I got a pink Labubu.
Do you put them on your
Bella,
purse? Are you a purse person?
Yeah, well, okay. I got this pink Longchamp bag for Hanukkah last December, and I love that bag. Like, I'm probably gonna bring it to college, and maybe like I'm probably not gonna use it as a school bag, but just like as like a leisure bag. And Labubus, like they're big in the United States, but they're like crazy big, like in Asia. Like I before I went to Worlds, I would kind of like not clown the specific people. I'd be like, why are people obsessed with like Labubus? Like it's literally just like a toy. Like, come on. And then I went to Asia and like everybody had Labubus like on their bags, like literally like connected on like the hook of their pants and everything. And I was like, okay, like maybe I need to like get on this. And they're really hard to find. And my sister, my youngest sister, she's 10 years old and she has been like into Labubu. So my mom found this like pack of 6 at this like antique school at this antique store because they're sold out of Labubus at like every Pop Mart ever because that's like
What?
their main like that's like their main store Singapore, and so my mom was walking past this antique store on the way to my hotel in Singapore and saw the Labubus, and so she got it packed for my sister, and she came to my hotel room with them and was like, "Look, I got this for Emma." And I was like, "What about me? I don't
What about
get
me?
one." So my mom went back and got me some, and yeah, Gretchen wanted one too, so I gave Gretchen a little boo-boo, but it was really fun, unboxing them. Maybe I'll drop the full video at some
We need the
point, but
full video,
yeah,
please.
the full clip, but that one moment was super funny. We were like, I need to clip that right now because that was so funny. We just started screaming, but I don't know, someone probably thought we were like dying or something, but
No, it was just a pink Labubu.
it was 10 out of 10 experience. Yeah.
I figured. Correct answer.
Oh, I love it. Okay, what is the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Um, I mean, probably moving to Vegas, honestly. I feel like that might be like a bad answer, but that was a
No.
pretty adventurous thing. Like just up and moving across the country when I was 14 years old. It's pretty adventurous.
And look at how it turned out.
Yeah, it turns out pretty well, I think.
All right. What is your favorite TikTok trend that you want to try but you're scared to?
Ooh. You know what? I love learning like TikTok dances, but I never post them because I'm horrible at dancing. But I think just like the act of like doing like the dances with your friends is fun. Let me think
Which
of like another
dance?
one.
Which dance?
Um oh, I forgot which one. There was one that like me and Bella were trying to learn that was like super like it was like a super fun one. But I don't think we ended up ever um posting it, but I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
see that
like
video. I'm gonna need to see
yeah.
that video.
Yeah. I should just make my account like a dance account. I think
A
people would
dance and a
enjoy that
Labubu
too.
account.
Yeah, Labubu unboxing and dances only.
Yeah. Perfect. I always look at them. I'm like, God, people look so cool when they do it. And then I do it and I'm like, this is going to stay in the drafts.
Exactly. I just have zero coordination, zero like
Yes.
Effort.
It's effort. It's effort.
the effort.
Okay, so if I give you a TikTok dance to learn before Golden Goggles, will you do one with me?
sure, I will do that. Okay.
Yay. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
gotta pick
excited for
one.
that. Okay. All right, last one for me. Do you have any weird or funny pre-race rituals?
Um, I'm a really superstitious person. I have a bunch of like random things that I like have to do or else I think I'm gonna do bad, which might not be the best thing, but I have these Spider-Man socks and they're good luck for me. I have to wear them every single session that I swim. Like it's like and it's the same pair of socks too. Like I don't have multiple, so when I'm at like a 7-day meet, it gets kind of like rocky by the end, but I have to wear them like every single session that I'm racing.
That's amazing. Any
Yeah.
reason with the Spider-Man, or has it just always been those socks?
It's always been those socks. I think it's been like almost 4 years now that I've had them and just like they've been with me ever since.
That's amazing. I am also so impressed that you like haven't gotten a backup pair.
Yeah.
That this is like the
No,
only pair.
I think about it all the time because I was in Italy in September and I almost like had a mental breakdown because I thought I lost them. Um, because I think one of my friends was in my room and was like looking at them, and after that I like couldn't find them. I was like, oh no, like what happened to them? But I think they were like under the bed or something. I almost
Thank
had a panic
goodness.
attack. I was like, if I lose these socks, like it's not gonna go well at all. And I don't think they sell them anymore because after that I looked into like getting another pair, and they're like from the Disney website, so they're like official like Marvel like Spider-Man socks. I don't think they sell the same ones anymore, so I've really
This is
I
it.
gotta
This is all
this
you
is
get.
I know. So once they start getting worn out, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have like holes in the toes and still be wearing them
Like,
probably.
this is it. So my
Yeah.
daughters are 4 and 4 months, and whenever either one of them like gravitates towards something and like becomes obsessed with it, I immediately buy another.
Yeah.
Just in case
Oh,
something
that's
happens
smart.
to the first and we
Yeah.
don't have an absolute mental breakdown when like the favorite stuffy or the favorite rattle like gets lost. I just like
Gets lost.
whip out the back with the backup and I'm like,
Smart.
okay, we're good.
That's smart. I should have done that.
I mean, at this point, though, like, just yeah, like you're just gonna ride him into the ground, and like
Yep.
it's gonna be 2032 Olympics, and you're gonna have like one string like around your ankle, and
It's
it'll
gonna
be
be
fine.
like totally falling apart. I'm gonna have to stop wearing them, just like carry them like to the blocks with me.
It's like this. You set them
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, put them in the little basket next to the lake.
Yeah. All right. Last one from me. You're one of five. You have three younger sisters. Who is most like you, and who is the most competitive with you?
I'd say Emma, the youngest, is most like me. I think she's very like she loves like to do new things and like to take on like new hobbies, and she loves swimming too, like me. Like she loves working hard and everything. I think my the one right above Emma, Sophie, is the one that's gets most competitive with me. She loves keeping me humble. She's like, I'm gonna be better than you one day, like you I'm gonna be like the better Weinstein. I'm like, all right, like calm down, like
Better
All
wine.
right, calm down.
yeah. Yeah. We got into we love going back and forth and like bickering like sisters, but yeah, I'd say them too.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, we're going to go into our final three questions we ask all our guests. So the first one is, what is a moment or memory outside the sport of swimming that's brought you the most amount of joy?
Um,
The pink labubu.
that's a close
It's a core memory.
I think that's a core memory. That's definitely up there in like the recent ones, but um I don't know, probably just like hanging out like with like I mean, it's kind of related to swimming, like the friends that I've made like in the sport, but hanging out with like my friends and just I travel so much, so I savor like the times where I get to like hang out with my siblings. I'm really close with all of them, so whenever I'm home, just like hanging out with my siblings as much as possible. I think those are the moments that I probably cherish the most.
Yeah.
Second question, what is a moment, your favorite moment within the sport of swimming?
Um I'd say probably winning the Olympic silver medal. That was like a pretty like surreal moment. I don't think I really realized that until like a couple days later, maybe a couple months later, but I think that was like super special because like I don't know the stats or anything, but I know like not very many people become Olympians and even less people become Olympic medalists, and I think that was really special to me. And I think the first year, maybe two, I was kind of that I moved to Vegas, I was kind of like, all right, like did I make the right decision? Like did was it worth like giving up like my life in New York or like not being in school and like stuff like that. And I think that really like proved to me like taking the jump was the right decision. And like I have no regrets from moving, but that was definitely a really special moment.
Absolutely.
By the way, it is 0.000000001%.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I looked it
You
up.
got the numbers for
That's
it.
amazing. That's a
That
great
is
stat.
crazy.
I start a lot of speeches with that because I don't think people like 8 billion people, seven zeros, seven
Yeah.
zeros. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
That is insane.
Yes. All right. Last question. What is a word that motivates you or inspires you or just encompasses who you want to be each day?
Um, I'd say I was thinking about this. I should have decided on one before this started, but um I think I'd say how do I like put this into one word? I think I'd probably say authentic. Just like staying true to myself and like in training and just like enjoying what I'm doing every day instead of trying to like compete with other people or like what they're doing, just like focusing on myself and doing what I need to do on the daily.
I love that. Well, clearly it's working. Claire, thank you so much for taking the time to do this, especially in such a crazy season, getting back from Worlds and getting ready to head to college so soon. And we are so excited for everything that your future holds. And we know there's a lot of big transitions coming up, and you are going to handle them beautifully. And we're so excited for everything you have ahead of you. And thank you for taking the time to chat with us today.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun.
So much fun.
We'll see you at Golden Goggles.
Yeah, very soon next month.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
send
oh my
you
God,
the
it's
I'll
so
send you the
early
dance.
this year. I forgot. Okay,
I'll
okay.
send you
Yeah.
the dance.
I'll,
So I
make
need a
sure to
month
learn
of
the
prep.
dance.
I need a month of prep.
I do too. I'm gonna be doing that on like my weekends in college instead of studying.
Great. I'm responsible.
Dave's going to be like, talk to me about this GPA. You're like, well, you can talk to
Why are
Katie.
you failing all your classes?
Oh
This is priority.
Awesome. Well, yeah, go. So you're training today, right? You did doubles?
Yeah, I actually had practice this morning, and I think I have another one at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah,
Perfect. All right, hon. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
thank you so much.